Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
All right, it is time for Companies to Watch, and I'm in the esteemed company of Dan Coe. Good morning, sir.
Good Monday morning, Emaad. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
In a hot seat with me.
Absolutely.
And we're going to break down Companies to Watch with you. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that will call for your attention. So we're looking at market trends or risks, as well as hidden gems and warning signs to steer clear of. So 8855-0893, and tell us whether you think it's going to be
a hot or not.
Very in sync. All right, Emaad, are you much of a watch lover?
Oh, absolutely. I love iconic timepieces.
I see that you've decked yourself with a pair to your left wrist.
Absolutely.
Today. Tell us more about that.
This is a Frederic Constant stainless steel luxury Swiss watch.
Wow.
Gifted to me by my brother, actually, about 15 years ago. So I've been very loyal to this watch. It means a lot to me.
I can tell. It's very well polished.
Thank you.
For a polished man like yourself.
Oh, Dan, you flatter me then. And I look across the table and I see an Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're doing Apple justice, aren't you, sir?
I just like to keep things simple. All right. But no, we're not turning to whatever that brand is on your wrist. But we're turning to a company that's headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, and a watch manufacturer recognized for its expertise and the quality of its products. It's huge here in Singapore.
Yeah.
If you don't already know, I'm talking about Rolex, known for its precision, quality, and iconic designs. It's no wonder Rolex has become one of the leading luxury watch manufacturer in the world. And if you're thinking of buying a Rolex, do you own one, in fact?
I don't.
Okay.
But my favorite sports icon does, Roger Federer. I believe he is sponsored by Rolex.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How nice would that be?
I know.
Calling out Rolex in case you want to find a sponsor.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy a Rolex watch, you might want to think about buying it now because of potential price increases. And we're seeing the biggest names in luxury watches, mostly from Switzerland, a country that just got hit with Donald Trump's new tariffs. I'm talking about exports to the US, which will experience a 31% tariff from Switzerland, far higher than the 20% for the neighboring EU. So that is also more than triple the 10% level in the UK, which, like Switzerland, it's outside the bloc. So the government has stepped up to say that the move is incomprehensible and that companies have had to race to figure out how they respond and protect their businesses as well. In fact, according to the Federation of Swiss Watch Industry, the US is actually Switzerland's top foreign watch market, accounting for 16.8% of exports, which represents 4.4 billion francs worth.
That is not a small amount, Dan.
No. So we're definitely going to see a lot of people being hit, especially for watch lovers out there. And Rolex, which is a privately held company, also produces its watches in Switzerland and ships them out to customers across the globe. And in fact, it is considered to be the top Swiss brand by sales and exports to the US, and has since declined to comment when asked about the tariff threats. So let me just paint a picture for you, Emaad, okay? We know that Rolex is one of the most sought-after luxury watch brands, with timepieces starting from $5,000 and can reach over $50,000 depending on the material and exclusivity of the timepiece. Now, with this new tariff in place, if the levy is fully passed on to customers, it also means that a $10,000 brand new Rolex in the US could cost an extra $3,100 if tariffs are upheld. Now, with additional sales tax, about 8% in many states, according to a CEO of Bob's Watches, the final price could actually reach over $14,000.
That's incredible. So $4,000 more than an original 10K watch would cost.
We're looking at almost 40% increase in price. Incredible. Would you pay that much? I mean, I wouldn't pay that much for my food, let alone a watch.
I don't earn enough to fall within this bracket anyway, but I would say, yeah, the brand is probably going to lose a lot of its key customers.
Potentially, yes. In fact, JP Morgan analysts have said that they potentially see the most pressure on Swiss watchmakers from this tariff that we're seeing from the US, including the owners of Cartier, Rolex rival in the watch space. So, like, its Swiss competitors, Rolex, it seems like they will be faced with a lot of challenges, considering how, there are few options to offset the cost of selling their products to the US. And like many retailers finding out about the official Trump tariffs, they will have to adapt swiftly. Now, that being said, though, earlier this year as well, it doesn't help by the fact that, the Geneva-based company had began the year by hiking prices as much as 8% on some models made from the precious metal. I mean, a yellow gold day date with a 40mm black dial basically cost about 44,200 euros. That's as of January 1st. That's up from 41,000 euros, according to Rolex's website in France.
Yeah, that's not cheap, Dan.
It's not cheap.
You going to buy one
certainly.
for me, sir?
Oh, it's tough, Emaad. I don't even have that amount in my bank.
So do you think Rolex's tagline is the best a man can get? Is that right? Or is that Gillette? Anyway,
Good question.
It should now
Okay.
be
Yeah.
It should now be Rolex, the most expensive a man can get.
Ooh. Well, there are a lot more expensive watches I shall not get
That's
into,
true.
Emaad.
That's
But
true.
yeah, so this is not uncommon because Rolex typically raises prices once a year on January 1st. But this 8% doesn't help the fact that on top of the 8% or on top of the 31% tariff hike, does seem that consumers have a lot more to pay when it comes to Rolex watches. And price increases can be indicative of demand for premium luxury products, the cost of materials and labor, as well as inflation. In fact, gold recorded its biggest annual price increase in 14 years in 2024, soaring 27%. And they've also initially rose to record highs at $3,168 per ounce in response to, Trump's tariff announcements. Top that up with the fact that we're getting a tariff increase to Switzerland. That is definitely not going to be, or not painting a good look for the brand here. Now, that being said, though, I mean, it remains to be seen how, Rolex is going to be strategizing their approach as they try to get back consumers in demand. But I suppose, in that sense, resellers will have a pie of, this entire watch space to steal.
That's true.
Because that's going to bring back demand to them, and they're able to set a competitive price that's relative to, what we're seeing in the retail space.
That is correct, yeah.
Yeah. With that being said, my verdict for today is going to be a hot. What about you?
I'm going to go with lukewarm because Trump's tariffs are so unpredictable. I mean,
Yeah.
he might repeal them, he might not. He might jack them up even more. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with lukewarm for now.
All right, Emaad. Now, most people think and believe that Rolex originated in Geneva, but, there is actually a truth to that. Oh, no, there is actually a small little lie to that. Do you know where it was actually established?
Italy?
From the very beginning. No,
France.
London.
London.
Yeah,
Oh.
following World War I, the company then moved over to Switzerland. Okay, so do you know what the name Rolex means? Take a guess. Your most prestige guess.
Something to do with, I like to roll with an expensive watch. Rolex.
No.
Get it? That's a good effort, right?
Emaad, it doesn't actually mean anything, but rather it was chosen by the founder Hans Wilsdorf for its easy pronunciation and memorable sound, aiming for a name that would look good on a watch dial.
Okay.
All right, but
Love
some
it.
say that, it's derived from the word horological excellence.
Oh.
But then, it's just basically just easy to pronounce. So, why should you never give your real email address to Rolex?
Because time flies.
Because you'll forever be placed on some kind of watch list.
Oh, Dan.
Now, my uncle has two dogs called Rolex and Timex.
Okay.
Why are they called as such?
For the ease of pronunciation.
Because they are watchdogs.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah.
But you forgot rule number 1 when it comes to telling watch jokes.
What?
You didn't take your time, Dan.
Oh, that's true. And that's all we have for Rolex.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.